same size disk.
PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect, is a local computer bus for attaching hardware devices in a computer. The PCI bus supports the functions found on a processor bus, but in a standardized format that is independent of any particular processor. Devices connected to the bus appear to the processor to be connected directly to the processor bus. In terms of width, PCI are of two sizes, 32 bits or 64 bits. Adapter in general refers to any additional circuitry built onto the computer or that comes in the form of an add-on that gives the computer additional functionality or compatibility. For example, a video adapter gives the computer the capability to have video displayed on a computer monitor. Although most video adapters come in the form of an expansion card, they can also be on board. An expansion card is an electronic board or card added into the expansion slot of a desktop computer or other non-portable computer to give that computer a new ability, such as the ability to connect to another computer using a network. PCI Express is a serial connection that operates more like a network than a bus. Instead of one bus that handles data from multiple sources, PCIe has a switch that controls several point-to-point serial connections. These connections fan out from the switch, leading directly to the devices where the data needs to go. Every device has its own dedicated connection, so devices no longer share bandwidth like they do on a normal bus. Mini PCI has a width of 32 bits. It works at a frequency of 33 MHz and has a capacity of 133 MB per second.
One connection, the smallest PCIe connection, has one lane made up of 4 wires. It carries 1 bit per cycle in each direction. A X2 link contains 8 wires and transmits 2 bits at once. A X4 link transmits 4 bits and so on. Other
AC mains input is converted to DC voltage, which feeds the motherboard, drives and other devices. Typical DC values are 12, 5 and 3.3 volt. The power supply process is done in 4 main steps. Reduce the mains AC alternating current voltage to a lower level. Convert this lower voltage from AC to DC. Regulate the DC output to compensate for varying load. Provide protection against excessive input/output voltages. This job is done by power bricks in laptops.
A display, also called as screen or visual display unit, is an electronic visual display for computers. The monitor comprises the display device, circuitry, and an enclosure. The display device in modern monitors is typically a thin film transistor liquid crystal display thin panel, while older monitors use a cathode ray tube. The size of an approximately rectangular display is usually given as the distance between two opposite screen corners, that is, the diagonal of the rectangle. The display resolution of a display device is the number of distinct pixels in each dimension that can be displayed.
Most cell phones today have a touchscreen, both smartphones and feature phones. Most smartphones use a capacitive touchscreen, whereas only some feature phones use a capacitive touchscreen and some feature phones use a resistive touchscreen. So what's the difference? Which one is better, and does it matter which one you choose? A resistive touchscreen uses pressure to register the contact location. It is designed with 2 thin sheets that are separated by microdots or air gaps. These 2 layers are coated with a resistive material called indium tin oxide or ITO. When the 2 sheets are pressed together, a touch is registered in that location. Resistive touchscreens often use a stylus, though you can make do with any sort of a pen-like object or your fingernail. A resistive touchscreen is cheaper to make, which is why they're typically seen in feature phones. With a capacitive touchscreen, the conductive material ITO is also used to coat the outside panel of the glass. However, touch registry is based on the electrical properties of our body. When our finger touches the screen, a change is registered in the electrostatic field and a location is targeted. A capacitive touchscreen does not typically use a stylus, although a capacitive stylus has been created.
A keyboard is a typewriter-style device which uses an arrangement of buttons or keys to act as mechanical levers or electronic switches. A standard keyboard has 101 keys, while a Windows keyboard has 2 extra Windows keys and an extra menu key, thus having 104 keys in all. Computer keyboard keyboards include circuitry to convert key presses into key codes, usually scan codes, that the computer's electronics can understand. The key switches are connected via the printed circuit board in an electrical XY matrix where a voltage is provided sequentially to the Y lines and, when a key is depressed, detected sequentially by scanning the X lines. Keystroke logging is a method of capturing and recording user keystrokes. Keystroke logging can be achieved by both hardware and software means. Hardware keyloggers are attached to the keyboard cables or installed inside standard keyboards. Software keyloggers work on the target's computer's operating system and gain unauthorized access to the hardware. Hook into the keyboard with functions powered by the OS or use remote access software to transmit recorded data out of the target computer to a remote location. A mouse is a pointing device that functions by detecting two-dimensional motion relative to its supporting surface. Optical mouse mostly uses red LED as it is inexpensive and silicon as it is most sensitive to red light. It saves on power through various means. For example, when raised above the surface, the intensity of light automatically reduces.
We are going to look into the working of an optomechanical mouse. There is a mouse ball through which movement is detected. It is processed and then sent to the computer. To remove the cover, rotate it in an anti-clockwise position which releases the ball. After removing the screw, remove the top cover to have a look at its assembly. Here, there are two rollers which trace the horizontal and vertical movement of the mouse through the mouse ball. These rollers are connected to a shaft. Movement of the mouse ball leads to the rotation of the shaft. The outer periphery has small holes on it. Here, there is an infrared light source and its sensor. When the light from the LED is passed through a hole, it is sensed by the sensor. In this way, the horizontal and vertical movement information is processed by an IC and then sent to the PC through cables. Dust accumulation may lead to problems in optomechanical mouse. There are also 3 mechanical switches for registering left click, right click and the scroll. We are going to look into the working of an optical mouse. After removing the screw, detach the top cover. There is a LED source covered within this white plastic cover. The light generated is reflected onto the surface through a reflector, and this light again gets reflected back from the surface and falls on an IC. This IC has a CMOS. Thus, movements captured through reflected light and after being digitally processed are sent to the PC through cables or wireless media. An optical mouse, just like an optomechanical mouse, has 3 mechanical switches to register right click, left click,